Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Gene, earlier today we were driving to drop off our boy, and we drove by the sweetest billboard sign.
Yeah,
you said you've seen it for years.
Yeah, what's interesting growing up in the San Fernando Valley and in LA here is that there's this workers, like a boot warehouse.
Yeah, the work boot warehouse.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's had the same billboard since I would say the early 90s. Like I've grown up with this woman.
Yeah.
And if you want, go ahead and describe her, Tom.
She's hot and cool.
Yeah.
And she's put together. She's got a tight little body. She's blonde. She's wearing short little Daisy Duke shorts. And then she's got barely a top on. Like it just kind of covers her nipples. Like you could see that she's got nice, big, healthy tits. And then she's got work boots on because she works in construction.
Right. And as a young woman around LA when I was a little teenager, and I was like, God, that billboard makes me feel gross inside. And then now I've grown up with it, which is neat too.
Yeah.
And it doesn't change either. Like it's the same girl since the 90s.
They said it's been the same girl. It's been the same
her.
girl. Yeah, I think maybe I just saw one of the things you hit said new girl on it. So maybe they finally updated it, if she's been modeling for them for 20 years.
Bananas.
Because if you look at the other one to the left, that, and you scroll, it said new girl. Yeah, so maybe they changed girls, but I guess for the duration of it, there was an article about how the inescapable billboard, how it's been all over the city, how it's been the same girl, and it's just like a hot. But it was funny. I started reading the article. And the people were like, it immediately increased traffic to the stores and like, yeah.
Well, it must be working because it's been around for 20 some years at this point.
Here's the thing. It starts to make you think. Obviously, there's the thing where like somebody looks at it and they see like a hot, half naked girl. But you're like, would it work for selling work boots? And the answer is yes.
Right.
Not just because obviously, some people, yes, are dumb enough to go like, does she work there? And like,
I was for the longest time as a teenager. I'm like, wait, that
teen.
chick's a construction worker?
But I'm saying like, then there's the subconscious part where the person who actually needs work boots, when they go like, oh, I actually need to buy work boots today, where are they going to go? Their first thought's going to be like work boot warehouse. That's what
it sticks in your mind,
yeah.
And then you remember it later.
So it is effective in not just the moment of like the person looks at the sign and maybe remembers the name, but when they're actually going to spend their money,
right?
Then they go like, oh, I'll do it at the place that I remember, the place with the half naked girl. And then there's another layer of your subconscious that will go like, maybe the girl who is in those billboards, now I have an affiliation with her. Now I'm like,
really?
Well, sure. Like she wears them and I wear them. Like,
right. It's how do you get close to her?
That's how I get close to her.
Right. Like even on an unconscious, irrational reptilian brain level,
you're like, you
go like, oh, I'm going to get laid. Like that chick's going to show.
And then you probably have that positive image when you look down at your boots in the morning.
Right.
You put on your boots, it's going to be a good day.
I'm going to get laid.
Yeah. I'm going to have that big-titted girl who wears barely clothes at the work sites.
Sexy boots.
She and I are going to, and they're like the unsexiest boots.
But it's true because all of advertising, it resorts to, it's either sex impulse, which is like the most primal.
Yep.
Happiness, right? Have a Coke and a smile.
Yeah.
Or McDonald's will bring you happiness or whatever. And what else?
There's aspirational is a big thing. So like nice things, right? Like a lot of times you see a commercial for a car. I'll notice that it'll be a nice car, but the car will go in like beautiful terrain down a windy road up to a beautiful home.
Right.
And then like the children come out and they're smiling and it's the wife comes out and the guy gets out of the car and he's like, I'm home. But you're seeing like, it's essentially like a movie of almost unattainable aspirational
It's like all
perfection.
your needs. It's like you have the wife who's your whatever sex. You get sex, you get love, you get approval. Yep. Everyone thinks you're the man.
Everyone thinks you're the man. Yeah, if you get this car.
Fascinating, and it works time and time again.
Right,
like
because then when you're looking for cars, you like in your mind, you're like, yeah, this is the car that'll get me to that place of happiness.
I know, and you think of sex, and they really do use it for like everything.
Sex is the number one, though. Sex is number one, and it kind of does make you think, why aren't more businesses doing what Work Boot Warehouse does?
I agree.
And using half-naked girls to what? To let you know that you have a doctor's practice.
Right. Accounting.
That you're a lawyer. Lawyers are always like,
Ugh.
Their billboard is like they're in their suit and they're like,
Yeah.
"Are you in an accident?" They should
Yeah.
have a girl, big tits out,
100%.
and be like, "Call me and I'll get you a settlement." You know?
Right, or like you think, or the big titted girl's gonna show up with a gurney when you're in the car accident.
There you go.
And she's gonna put
She's
you in
gonna
the
save
amber
you.
lamps. Yeah.
And then when you're in pain, she'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
She'll put her big tits in your mouth,
Ah.
and then all the feel good milk will come in your
That's
mouth.
right.
Yeah.
That's so good, Tom. You're so
You know what
smart.
makes me think about though? I mean, we have a place that we need people to go. YourMom'sHousePodcast.com, right? Or YouTube.com/YourMom'sHousePodcast. Why don't we get some billboards
That's a really good idea.
with just girls in bikinis?
It's a
That's
great
it.
idea.
Just hot girls, and then we'll just put our podcast name, and then people were like, "Is this the show?" No, but
You know, we should do it as an experiment. I think we should spend $500,000.
that's kind of excessive.
What?
Maybe we start at something more reasonable.
We put them all across America. And I'm serious.
How
It
many
would be
billboards you wanna
so
get?
Fun. It would be dope if we just put like a hot chick and like Your Mom's House podcast.
Yeah. Should we do throwback 90s style, which is it's bikini and heels?
Yeah.
That was always it.
With
It
like
was
the high
pumps. The pumps.
and the bikini bottom that was like over the hips.
Yeah.
Those are high.
Oh, right. The high hip one.
Yeah, those are super good, super lame.
And then you know what we should do? We should give them lollipops. So they're like, like that's like,
Or hoses. I'm wet.
yeah, I'm wet. Yeah.
Like the cherry pie video, remember? She's my cherry pie.
Yeah.
Cool drink of water.
You know
make
what we
fuck
could do
so
though?
hard.
We could
And she just rolls on the here I go again on,
on
my own.
we could throw a wrench in it and do like a little bit of that of like what we're supposed to do, which is have the hot girl in the bikini, but then, you know, curveball, we have her just like eating a turkey sandwich. You know what I mean? So we're like, what is this all about? Like drives
Yeah.
the curiosity
Got you.
more. You know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or you lean really hard into it and you go, hot girl, barely wearing clothes, give her a gun.
Even better, guns and fucking. Americans love guns and fucking.
But also a burger. 'Cause
Right.
We like burgers too. Burgers, guns, bikinis. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Oh, America?
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to think of like
Beer.
anything else. Yeah, beer.
Walmart.
Oh,
A
cool
NASCAR.
car. Yeah,
car.
cars.
She's got to be on a car. Just
A
like
football. People like we love football in this country.
all America
Yeah.
things. I like this idea and the big flag behind her. Big American
the flag?
We like the flag.
That's true. The flag's pretty cool. This would be a pretty cool billboard.
This is the best.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, go ahead and make it. Send us your designs.
No, let's. Why don't we make it?
Oh, you want to do it yourself?
Yeah, yeah. We should make it.
Sure.
We should hire the photographer.
Yeah.
Check out some billboard rates.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
What better investment than in the company?
Sure.
Studio Jeans.
Studio jeans, man. Let's just do it. Let's do it.
I'm
Yeah.
100% on
And
board.
by the way, diversity. I want 4 or 5 girls, every group represented.
You want one of every.
I want small tits, medium-sized tits, big tits.
One of every tits. That's what you mean by
Oh,
diversity.
I'm sorry. What were you talking about? Yeah. I want full bush. I want landing strip. I want bald puss. Yeah.
That's so noble of you.
Yeah.
Do you know that my dad in the 90s did that with his forklift business?
Shocking.
Yeah. He had
Hot girl on the
bikini chicks on the forklift, and that was his advertising. So horrible. Didn't work for him, though, the way
Really?
Work boot warehouse did.
Nothing.
No. I don't know. I just remember I was like, these are cool, Dad.
Yeah.
So weird, right?
How old were you?
So horny. I'm 15.
Oh, so you knew what was up.
And of course I knew it was up. I'm like, ugh. So weird.
Did you see the at like were they posters or billboards or what?
He would put them on flyers and then mail them out to people. That's how you used to advertise back
right.
in the day before the internets.
So then people would just go like, "What's this hot chick on
Hot
this?"
chick, a forklift. I want to get fucked. I want to buy a forklift.
That is what your brain's doing.
Yeah.
Your brain's like, I want to get drunk and I want to fuck right now. And then it's like a girl's like, "Do you want this beer?" And he's like, "I guess."
That's all advertising.
That's all.
is.
That's actually also it's like all that we are kind of like. We're so developed now in terms of the human mind. In the historical perspective, Like, but if you go back before when we're less educated, your brain is just like, need to fuck.
Yeah.
So that's it now. Now you have a more developed brain that has to be tricked into doing like what it's
higher things.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, the only reason we're on this planet is to fuck and make other people,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
All this other shit is secondary
Yeah.
to the primary function of reproduction. All the other stuff is fancy ways to fuck, basically. You're just
True.
trying to attract a better mate. Oh, you just watched a highlight from your mom's house. And if you want to see more, just watch one of these videos or highlights here and definitely subscribe here. That way you can be kept abreast of all the brand new. Yes, I said the word, Tom. Don't judge me with your eyes.
Try it out.